So I have been playing around the Fiio K13 R2R for the last few hours, to be precise. Let me tell you what is good and what is kind of reasonable with this deckam. There are no bad sides here because this one is priced at just $330, and for that kind of money you are getting a lot of options, to be precise. Let's start with the remote. Okay, we will go in phases, to be precise. Here you do not need to go into any menu or anything like that. You can just select the input options and output options without going or touching the device or anything like that. Power on off is available, USB, Bluetooth, coax, optical, and there are three output options: pre, LO and phone out. And this is to turn the LCD off. Okay, this half moon thing is to turn the LCD off, and this light bulb is to turn off the ambient lights. Okay, there's lights, and that is it. There aren't a lot of options here. Volume up and down and EQ settings are there. If we move into the device, okay, that is where here we have the input options. Okay, you do not need to press anything or do anything with it. Just move the dial and it goes into the input options. Hold it, you are back into the home screen, to be precise. So it's connected with Bluetooth, LTAC. The volume is at 60. If you hold it for a couple of seconds, we are getting deeper into the menu. Okay, this is the output options. In output, same, phone out, line out and pre, those are the options. Now it went back. Okay, let me go into the settings again. Output, return. Okay, Bluetooth version. This is not the Bluetooth menu, let me be very clear. You cannot connect from here or anything like that. It is just showing the Bluetooth version here. Okay, firmware, V52, reset, update, sleep timer, as I told you in the first video. RGB 2. Okay, let's change the brightness. This is, come on, it is going back. Excuse me. RGB, not exactly very handy, is it? Not very user friendly. This dial too is kind of is not working properly. You guys can see there are some glitchiness here. That is apparent. You guys can see the brightness can be off, and yeah, 3 is perfectly fine for me, I believe. So I'll move on to the, you guys can see it's not exactly that kind of easy. It can be slightly difficult. You guys can see there's the RGB 1 and the last one was RGB 2. We are going in the backward direction here. Okay, LCD timeout, I'm not using LCD timeout because I like the display. LCD brightness, okay, so this is at 2, which is perfectly fine in my opinion. UAC 2 to connect with those devices, so recent devices. Balance is left or left right channel balance. EQ, I'm not using any EQ, I usually do not. DSD, there is a device to play. Now this is not oversampling. Okay, you can sampling rate, SAM stands for sampling rate. No oversampling, none oversampling, and this is oversampling. So I'm at none oversampling. I do not want to oversample at this point of time. Gains, as I showed you guys in the last video, gain, there are 3 gains. I'm at high, which is what I want, and we are back to the output. Okay, so this is the navigation menu. Now let me tell you about the sound quality in a bit more detail. Now a good DAC makes a kind of okayish headphone good, or IEM good, and I can say that this pairing is very good. Even though this one is a $70-80 headphone, it kind of sounds very good with the Fiio K13 R2R. Even though this one is warmish, this one is neutral, the pairing is very good. It kind of is offering a bit more bigger staging slightly controlled mid bass body. Okay, with some dongles, what happens with the KVS Ultrava is that it kind of feels slightly more boomy, slightly more muddy in the mid bass region. But with the K13 R2R, I'm not facing any kind of issues with that. Sub bass extension is aptly good. No issues with the spectrum of this DAC amp, not headphone, this DAC amp. While this one is reasonably good with sub bass, it is offering that kind of sub bass I usually get with other sources. So no issues with the sub bass extension or clarity with the K13 R2R. If we talk about the mid range here, that is where K13 R2R is very good, very good clarity. It doesn't let the V-shaped Ultrava get into the deeper V or anything like that. It kind of elevates the mid-range and gives it a bit more energy, a bit more clarity, which is a very good thing. And I'm really liking the way these two are pairing at this point of time. If we move on to the treble range, it could have been slightly more 3D in my opinion, because I was expecting Zencan 3 kind of performance, but yeah, that is not the case yet. The extension and the height of notes is very good. I'm really liking the way it is rendering the upper treble region, very clean, very crisp, and no sharpness to be worried about. This one kind of sounds slightly metallic with other sources, but with this one there are no issues like that metallic timbre or anything like that. So that is a very good thing. Even though this pair very well, this pairing is actually interesting because this is a 350 ohm headphone, Sivga Pang. This is a closed back headphone, not an open back headphone either. So this pairing is very exciting in my opinion. I am getting very good extension, very good treble extension from the Sivga, and the kind of air, the kind of imaging it kind of produces is kind of elevated by the K13 R2R. It is offering better layering, slightly better separation too, and the imaging, the cue placements in the treble range is simply outstanding with the Sivga Pang. For a closed back headphone, the stage 2 is very big. It is getting very good depth. So the depth is not the weakness of the K13 R2R, but with some pairing. Okay, we talk about synergy sometimes, and the synergy with the Sivga Pang is just fantastic in my opinion. And if we move on to the mid-range, Sivga Pang is slightly more W shaped, but the K13 R2R balances the W shape here, and without any issues it offers very good tonality, very natural timbre, and the cohesion level is very good. I kind of felt that this one is a more accuracy and precision oriented headphone, but the K13 R2R brings in a bit more body, a bit more warmth to the Pang. So that is that. It is slightly adding a bit more flavor to the flattish, kind of slightly dull sounding Sivga Pang. If we talk about the bass range, yes, this one is kind of adding a bit more sub bass body to the Sivga Pang. Pang is not a sub bass or anything kind of headphone. It is more balanced, kind of W shaped tuned headphone, and with this pairing I'm getting very good sub bass extension, and the mid bass too is very much controlled. So the K13 is pairing very well with dynamic driver headphones, and I paired it with a planar headphone, the Fiio not K, FT1 Pro, and that pairing too was very good without any issues. So this is it. This is my initial impression and complete walk around of the Fiio with wired and wireless. It kind of sounds very similar. I'll do a wireless video if you guys ask for it. So this is it. This is my initial impression and walk around of Fiio K13 R2R DAC. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Enjoy.